Hello, lads and lasses. Hey, if you like today's lesson, then sneak into a graveyard with a hammer and chisel and carve love taking art classes after every name on every gravestone, as this would really help spread the good word. All right. Hello, everybody. Today we are going to start working on this project right here. Um, and we've been working on the background. All right. But now we're going to start working on the word. So this was our last project, and this was basically practice for this project. So to get this word, you're going to need a word. You're going to need to come up with a 5-letter word. So you can choose a word that you can think of. And by the way, this 5-letter word needs to be school appropriate. Um, and then, I'm going to show you another example. All right. Here's another one that a student did. Uh, so let's talk about this word. You can use your name. You can use a word that you're familiar with. A lot of students will do faith. A lot of students will do the word money. Some students do the word Texas. Some students do the word Reese, because I usually do the example of Reese, but this time it'll be different. All right. So that's you need to come up with a word. And if one, I'm going to show you one thing in just a second. All right, so what you can do is you can go to Google and you are going to Google 5-letter words, 5-letter. All right, so you can see I've already been looking at it. 5-letter words that start with the letter A. All right, and you can then go to the Scrabble word finder, and it gives you all the letters that start with the letter A. Right? And you can go and do the same thing with the letter B. So maybe, your name starts with the letter B and you want to use a word that has that begins with the letter B. So you can use any of these words too, right? Just make sure it's school appropriate. All right, so that's how you can choose a word. All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a large sheet of paper, and we are not going to do um, a border this time. So somewhere in the middle of your large sheet of paper is I'm going to draw a light line across the middle, and notice that the camera can barely see that line. All right, and it's all fuzzy too. Oh, I hate the focus on this thing. All right. But maybe if we look close enough, and yeah, you can just barely see the line that I drew. All right, so it's there. And then I'm going to draw happy faces. And again, I'm going to use markers. You guys, if at home, if you have markers, you can do that too, or you can just draw a happy face with a pencil. Doesn't matter. All right, so I'm going to draw a yellow circle over here and a yellow circle over here. And black outline. And a black outline. All right, so you can see my happy faces. All right. Put those aside. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to switch over to here. All right, and I'm going to switch over to this. So here is my piece of paper with the light line going across. And then I drew happy faces. And then I'm going to draw a tall line that goes above and below the horizon line. Oh, I need to turn off there we go. All right, and then I'm going to draw two happy lines to the left side only. And then I'm going to draw a vertical line. And then I'm going to draw another vertical line real close. And then I'm going to take the angle. So do not draw this pink line. Do not draw it. And I'm going to show you how this is. So I'm going to do all of this with a pencil, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to escape out of this and then go to here. So this is how it's going to look. I'm going to draw a tall line that goes above and below the horizon line. All right. So you can see that line. And then I'm going to draw a light line to the vanishing point. All right, these are happy lines. All right, if you can't see them, there they are. You can see it. All right, that's a happy line. And then I'm going to draw a vertical line. And then I'm going to draw another vertical line. All right, so you can see it there. All right, that's what it's going to look like. All right, now watch carefully. I am going to take I'm going to put my ruler on this corner and that corner. And I'm going to look at the angle. So there's an angle that goes from this corner to that corner. I'm not going to draw this, but I'm going to slide my ruler over until it touches this corner. And then I'm going to make a little mark up here. And then that is where I know I will draw my next vertical line. All right. So watch this again. In fact, I might go in a little bit closer. All right. So I'm doing a 5-letter word. This is the 5th letter. This is the last letter that's going to be. This will be the 4th letter. All right. I'm going to draw a line between the letters. There's a space between the letters, and that's what this is. So I'm going to draw another vertical line. And then I put my ruler on this corner and that corner. I'm not going to draw a line. I'm going to slide my ruler over and not change the direction of it. And so that's where that next line I drew was. And then I'm going to slide it over until it touches the bottom of this line. And then I know where this line will start. And then I can make a vertical line. So I made a little mark right here. And then I can make a vertical line right here. All right. So I have the last 3 letters of my word. So I'm going to do another space between letters. And then I'll measure that angle. All right, so I have the angle, and I'm going to slide my ruler right over here and make that. And I'm going to do a vertical line. And then I have the last 4 letters of my word. And then I'm going to draw a vertical line. And then I'll measure this from this corner to this corner. And I will slide it over and then make a vertical line. All right. Now, all of these lines should be light, but I'm doing this so that you can see them on the camera. The camera doesn't pick up light lines very well. All right. So if my word is Reese, it'll be R-E-E-S-E. If my word is Texas, T-E-X-A-S. If my word is money, M-O-N-E-Y. If my word is faith, F-A-I-T-H. If my word is latch. All right, this one was latch. So that will be L-A-T-C-H. If my word was apple, all right, this one was apple. That'll be A-P-P-L-E. So that's where the letters are going to go. So I'm going to switch back over to this, right? And I'm going to back up. So you draw your horizon line and your two happy faces. You draw a tall vertical line that goes above and below the horizon line. Oh, let's do this. And then happy lines to the happy face on the left only. A vertical line. This is going to be your last letter. The area inside of this kind of rectangular shape right here is going to be your last letter. So if it's Reese, my last letter will be the E. This is where the E is going to go. And I do a space between the last letter and the fourth letter. And then I'm going to measure that angle. And I'm going to slide my ruler over, and that's where the next line is going to go. And then I'm going to draw another vertical line, and I'm going to measure the angle, and that's where the next vertical line is going to go. And then I'm going to measure the line, or make a space between the letters, measure the angle, and draw a vertical line. And then I'm going to make a space, measure the angle, that's where my last letter is going to go. And then that's what, all right, so when I erase all of the spaces, I should have, it looks like 5 sheets of paper going back into space. These are where our letters are going to be. So if your word is going to be money, it's M-O-N-E-Y is where that's going to go. If your word is faith, F-A-I-T-H, that's where the letters are going to go. All right, so this is how you set up for your letters. Oh yeah. So if it's, yeah, so then I want you to write your letters above the of the spaces. So if it's Texas, then write T-E-X-A-S. If it's faith, write F-A-I-T-H. If it's money, write M-O-N-E-Y. If it's death, write D-E-A-T-H. And if it's Reese, write R-E-E-S-E. Or whatever your word is, you will end with. Keep your lines light. Right. All right, this is how we're going to do it. All right, that's it for today. And until next time, be a little art factory.